Hello guys, this is Tom from Tom and Ruth Healthy Lifestyle. Haven't done a video in a while. Sorry about that. It's just no reason. We're going to talk about diabetes today. Um, I recently went to the doctor and I thought maybe that may have some issues because my foot was swelling up. And come to find out, it's swelling up because I'm just really not getting enough good exercise. So type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disorder. It usually develops in childhood, and it can develop in adults also. And they're not really understood exactly where it comes from. So sometimes they say it's genetic and environmental factors, and they really think that sometimes that certain viruses and things like that may trigger an immune system in the cells to produce insulin, which then increase the opportunity you have type 1. And it's sad to say that here in the Philippines there are a lot of people that have diabetes, and the reason why is a lot of times is because of the foods and the choices they have. It's not like it is in the other countries, and so it's really prevalent here. And type 2 diabetes is the most common that people have here. 90% of all the cases is usually type 2. It's a condition which the body becomes resistant to insulin, and it does not produce enough insulin to regulate your blood sugar. So the risk factors with it, it's incredible. It's overweight, obese, family history sometimes will cause it, being physically inactive, and that's what kind of I thought. So I've got to start. For me, I've been doing research on this. This is the reason I'm doing a video on this. So I've got to really start. I arrived here in the Philippines 8 years ago, 7.9 years. And the sad thing about it is I weigh 200, now I weigh 260. 266. So that's a lot of weight for a big guy like me to carry. And the lady said to me yesterday, she says, "Why are you so big?" I said, "I don't know. God made me that way." He says, "Well, I'm 6'2", so 266 is a lot of weight to carry around." So, and a lot of places where I go, I can't sit in a lot of the furniture because it's not strong enough here. The risk factors can lead to insulin resistance also, where the body cells become less sensitive to produce the insulin, making it harder for insulin to regulate your blood sugar levels. So over time, the pancreas may not be able to produce enough insulin to keep up with the body's needs. So high blood sugars and diabetes. So today we're going to talk a little more in depth about it. You know, there are gestational diabetes also. It helps during pregnancy. They have that. Then they have monogenic diabetes, rare form diabetes caused by gene mutations. So there are different versions of diabetes that you actually have to really be careful and live a healthy lifestyle. So we're going to talk about what can you do as a person to live a healthy lifestyle to omit having diabetes. And of course, exercise. Number one on the list. Exercise, lose the weight, get back to normal. The best foods you can eat with diabetes are those that are high or low in carbohydrates and sugars and high in fiber. And of course, foods that are rich in nutrients. And common sense tells you, I want to talk about this. There's about 15 foods here, but really everybody pretty well knows what to eat. Finding it and getting it in a country like this is hard a lot of times. You're not going to find a lot of berries here. You're not going to find any berries here. If you find berries, strawberries, things, good. But strawberries sometimes is something you got to actually limit that also. Strawberries can actually be not really good for you if you eat too many of them, believe it or not. Berries such as strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, they're high in fiber, high in antioxidants, and low in glycemic index. Non-starchy vegetables, number 2 on the list, such as spinach and broccoli and kale, asparagus, is low in calories and high in fiber. And they can easily regulate your blood sugar levels. If you find yourself in a situation where you think that you're doing that, just get a checkup. I mean, this is a long time coming. I didn't want to do it, but I do know after seeing that I weigh 121.5 kilo. And I realized at 2.2 pounds, at 266 pounds, that's a lot of weight. I need to be about 200 pounds. I'm 60 pounds overweight. I could not believe it. I was just in shock. Whole grains. Whole grains it's actually really good for you. A lot of people don't really realize how much grains it can really help you, like brown rice, whole wheat breads. Don't eat the white breads, things like that. They can regulate sugar levels. Beans, legumes, chickpeas, lentils, kidneys. They're really good protein. If you can actually find them, they're not readily available where I'm at. You can get lentils pretty well most of the time, so we eat a lot of lentils. You're not always going to find. You'll find them, but they may have been there a year. So you just have to really kind of weave and bend. Nuts and seeds, almonds, walnuts, chia seeds. They're high in protein, healthy fats. Of course, fish. Number one on your list should be such as salmon, tuna, mackerel. They're high omega-3s. I take fish oil, so I try to get my omegas for my heart health and reduce inflammation. That is the best thing in the world you could ever take is fish oil. And I'm running low on it. I need to buy some more. Greek yogurt, high in protein, low in carbohydrates. Unsweetened yogurt. Add your own fruit if you want to, if you can find it. Avocados. I bought avocados yesterday. Ruth did, actually. High in healthy fats, potassium, improve insulin levels also. It's great cholesterol. It lowers your cholesterol too. Eggs. Of course, too many eggs is not good for you too. Lean proteins such as chicken and turkey and lean cuts of beef are low in carbohydrates. Where I'm at, the chicken and beef is sometimes compromised because they use the same hatchet. They use hatchet here to cut the beef and the chicken and the pork. So you don't want to cross-contaminate. So it's a lot of cross-contamination. You just have to be aware and not let that happen because cross-contamination can ruin your day, believe me. Lean proteins such as chicken, and sometimes the chicken is, you got to make sure it smells good before you buy it. Dark chocolate. Man, who doesn't like dark chocolate? Everybody loves it. Problem is they have sweet and non-sweet. You just have to make sure you get the good chocolate. Cinnamon can actually reduce your blood sugar and help you with control of your diabetes. Vinegar, same thing. Believe it or not, vinegar's on the list. Garlic is another thing that's really good on the list. Is garlic. Who would have thought garlic would be on the list to help lower your insulin cholesterol? Another great and last source that I want to talk about is turmeric, which has anti-inflammatory properties that may improve your insulin levels. We sometimes don't really realize that how important that is to reduce your to maintain a healthy sugar. You have to regulate all these above. If you do too much of one, it's going to throw everything else off. So it's when you get a certain age, I'm realizing that you really have to watch what you do. You really have to watch what you do. Watch what you eat, watch what you go, watch what you do. You're not climbing a tree anymore. You really have to take the time and understand what diabetes is about. And since it's really prevalent here, I can go talk another 30 minutes on it, and I won't. But this is something that you really need to take a look at and think about because people don't really realize how important your health is. Thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate everybody watching other channels, and I really appreciate everybody taking the time always to watch my videos. God bless everybody, and I'll see you guys next time on Tom and Ruth Healthy Lifestyle.